This has been going on for a long time. T.I.'s been publicly in the situation with his son for a while. So I don't think that necessarily the brute force was the initial tactic.
True.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm trying to be, again, open, have conversations as dialogue as men, and that don't work, then we got
T.I. and his son, King Harris, are once again at odds. Recently, the two had a very public fallout when T.I. almost physically confronted King for disrespecting him. Now, their relationship has hit another bump in the road, this time with King Harris slamming his father for not accepting his much older baby mama and for not being supportive of his growing family. Yes, you heard it right. King Harris, at just 20 years old, is expecting a baby. King's decision to start a family at such a young age has caused quite a stir, especially given the fact that his parents, particularly T.I., are not convinced that he is ready for fatherhood. According to T.I., his son is not mature enough to take on the responsibility of being a parent. In fact, many people are questioning whether King is truly prepared to care for a child, especially considering his past behavior and lifestyle choices. T.I. has long been known for his strong opinions and fiery temper, and it's no surprise that he has been outspoken about his concerns for his son. For a long time, T.I. avoided discussing the matter in public due to the already strained relationship between the two. However, when the news broke that King was about to become a father, T.I. did not hesitate to make his thoughts clear. King Harris has always seemed to be in the shadow of his famous father, who has made a name for himself in the streets and the music industry. T.I. grew up in Atlanta and was very much a product of the rough environment he was raised in. In contrast, King's upbringing could not have been more different. He was raised in a gated community with both of his parents present, living a comfortable life with all the privileges that come with being the child of a wealthy and successful celebrity. Despite this, King has always tried to present himself as a tough, streetwise individual, adopting a persona that seems more aligned with the hardships his father faced growing up. King's decision to pursue a career in rap is clearly influenced by his desire to gain credibility in a world where image and authenticity are paramount. But many critics, including T.I., have pointed out that King's attempts to embody a gangster lifestyle appear inauthentic. Instead of coming off as mature or credible, King's actions have often been perceived as immature and childish. King's public attempts to impress others have not gone unnoticed. At one point, he got into a heated argument with his father when T.I. tried to tell him that he wasn't raised like the street figures King seemed to admire. T.I. even mentioned that King was so sheltered during his childhood that he was still using a pacifier until he was 12 years old. This comment, made in a moment of frustration, clearly illustrates the stark contrast between T.I.'s upbringing and his son's. King's decision to have a baby at such a young age, despite not being fully prepared for fatherhood, has only deepened the divide between him and his parents. Both T.I. and his wife, Tiny, are less than thrilled about the idea of taking on the responsibility of raising their new grandchild. Their concerns are not just about the challenges of helping to care for the child, but also about King's ability to be a responsible father. T.I. has made it clear that he doesn't believe King is equipped for the role of a father at this stage in his life. There is also a strong sense of disappointment in the way King has chosen to live his life, given the opportunities he's had. Many people on the internet and in the media have pointed out that King has had a privileged upbringing compared to most of his peers. Despite living in a two-parent household, with both T.I. and Tiny providing a stable and comfortable home for him, King has chosen to rebel against that stability in favor of a false image of street credibility. For T.I., seeing his son try so hard to distance himself from his privileged background must be frustrating. T.I. has openly discussed his struggles growing up and the hardships he faced in his early years. However, for King to try to portray himself as someone who has had the same struggles, when in fact he has had everything handed to him, is something that T.I. cannot accept. T.I.'s frustration stems from the fact that, despite all the opportunities King has been given, he still seems to be throwing them away in favor of an image that doesn't align with reality. King's choice to become a father now, while still so young and immature, is a decision that has added more tension to his already strained relationship with his parents. T.I. and Tiny are understandably worried about the challenges that lie ahead, particularly when it comes to helping raise their new grandchild. The responsibility of being parents again, this time to their grandchild, is not something they expected at this stage in their lives, especially when their own son has shown little sign of being ready to take on the role of a father. While having a child is a blessing, the timing and the circumstances surrounding King's decision have left many questioning whether he's truly ready for the responsibility. T.I. and Tiny have worked hard to provide their children with everything they need, but they are also protective of them, and they want what's best for them in the long run. T.I.'s reluctance to support King in this decision is rooted in his desire to see his son mature and be responsible, but it's clear that King is on his own path, one that is at odds with his father's vision for him for now. T.I. and King's relationship remains tense, and it's uncertain how this situation will play out. As King embarks on this new chapter of his life, both he and his father will have to navigate the difficult challenges ahead. It remains to be seen whether King will eventually come to terms with the fact that he's not yet ready for fatherhood, or if T.I. will have to accept that his son is determined to forge his own path, no matter the consequences.
To make him look better, he shit he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, Tip used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath.
Every
It's no
day.
tantrum to go over there.
Neighborhood. I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand
Yo,
that.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Cause he can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house. You know
Cried
what I'm
like a
saying?
baby. Hold your breath.
Yeah.
They try to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding
Sugarcoat it. He capping. He capping.
Hey,
He know I stand on business.
got your car
He know
reversed,
that.
sir.
Ain't no nigga ever pulled my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business.
You got your
You
car
drop
in
me in
reverse,
your hood,
man.
I stand on
I don't
business.
feel like you stand on business.
Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You wanna hide it for the world, I'm gonna put it out there for them to see.
Hey, man, I ain't.
I wouldn't put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much. Let's go. Just get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being shit. This being shit.
Emotional.
No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You up here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. I know. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you. I know you.
Shut
I
up.
know you
Ain't no
though.
mystery about here.
I know you though.
Man,
I know you though.
Shut up.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, get off me.
Man, what is you talking
Get
about?
off me, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Man, get off me, nigga.
Boy, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
But honestly, why are we even expecting a rich, spoiled kid named...
Have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. Yeah, man, go.
in your
ear. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all wanna go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all wanna go to the bando? Do y'all wanna go to the bando? To make him look better, he shit he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, Tip used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath.
Every
It's no
day.
tantrum to go over there.
Neighborhood. I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand
Yo,
that.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Cause He can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify. He was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They try to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding.
He capping. He capping. Hey, he know I stand on business. He know that. Ain't no nigga ever pull my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I don't feel like you stand on business.
Yeah, I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You wanna hide it for the world? I'ma put it out there for them to see.
Hey man,
I wanna put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that. See, you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Let's go. Just get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being shit. This being shit. No, I'm being real. You lying. You up here flagging. You're capping. You capping. I know you.
Ain't no mystery, man.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. That's what you talking
Get
about.
off me, nigga. Man, get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do.
For King Harris to truly learn some hard truths and grow up, he certainly has a long road ahead. After King dropped the bombshell that he was going to be a father, we can only imagine the tension between him and T.I. when he delivered the news. The woman reportedly expecting King's child is a bit of a mystery. Her age and occupation remain unclear. But what we do know is that on her Instagram, she goes by the name Big Nana, and her focus seems to be securing a bag, particularly for the next 18 years. Her followers have had a lot to say, with one comment encouraging her to get your money, girl, and another claiming she's standing on business with King. However, T.I. is not thrilled about the situation. As a father, he's likely frustrated that his son is bringing a child into the world when he's still immature and not ready for the responsibility of fatherhood. T.I.'s disapproval is clear, especially since he's now facing the reality of becoming a grandfather before he even expected it.
Hitting me and giving me my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmama, his ass going to prison. If you got to keep this shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Cause I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out. You can.
May I take a selfie with you?
No, go ahead.
Please,
I'm in the middle of something. But go ahead. This is more important. Go ahead. Come on.
Thank you.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. So I done already had that conversation with him, man. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong. And you know, I trust in God to deal with it the way that He see fit. You know what I mean? It ain't really shit else out. You know, he done got all the whippings, he done got the punny, he done did it, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now he gonna have to go through it. He gonna have to go through it and get through it. And ain't nothing me, his mama, or nobody else gonna be able to say about it, man. But I'ma love him all the way through whatever it is he going through. You know what I mean? And Shit, man, he gonna learn his lessons. Life gonna, ain't no, you know what I mean? Life is gonna teach him all the lessons that he need to know. And that's the most that we can do. That's the best we can ask for. I mean, I know who he is at his core. You know what I'm saying? This shit that he trying to, you know, he trying to convince himself of things, as we all do as young men and even young women growing up, try to convince ourselves that we are certain things. And in that journey, we find out exactly who the fuck we really is, you know what I'm saying? And it happens when we least expect it, and our lessons come from where we didn't know they were coming from. And it just ain't.
It seems like T.I. has come to terms with the fact that there's little he can do at this point regarding King's decision to have a child. Despite his concerns, T.I. knows he'll have to step in and be as involved in the child's life as possible. However, when King caught wind of an interview where T.I. wasn't as supportive as he had hoped, he had a full-on meltdown, confronting his father about his lack of positivity toward the situation. But T.I. isn't going to sugarcoat anything, especially when he feels King isn't ready to raise a child responsibly. The public's opinion on the situation isn't much better, with many questioning King's readiness for fatherhood. One commenter quipped, "King Harris got someone pregnant? Last time I remembered. He couldn't even spell tomorrow." Another said, "Baby, I'd rather be impregnated by that face-hugger from Alien than to see that boy having a baby." Some even took aim at T.I., accusing him of spoiling King and not disciplining him properly, only to criticize him now for his lack of maturity. While raising a child is no easy feat, having one might be exactly what King needs to mature and slow down. It could be the wake-up call he needs to finally grow up, though it's unclear if he's truly ready for such a big responsibility. What do you think? Do you believe King Harris is ready to be a father? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.
I became a father, so I got 2 grandchildren now.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, I got 2 granddaughters. I got a grandson on the way.
Wow.
King's about to have a son.
King's about to have a son. Congrats.
Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all times. I will raise this child to torture you the way that you tortured me. I promise you, there will be an indictment in this young.
Honestly, it's hard to expect someone like King Harris to be humble or respectful when he's grown up in such privilege. King, the rich, spoiled son of T.I. and Tiny, seems to have a sense of entitlement that's hard to overlook. After a messy fight with his father, King took to Instagram to slam T.I., defiantly stating, "I stand on business, I don't give a F who you are, and I'm a grown man now." The way he acts, despite being just 20, is honestly embarrassing. He carries himself like he's been raised in a rough neighborhood, when in reality, both of his grandmothers are well off and made sure King had a taste of normalcy growing up. He has no idea what it's like to struggle or live in the streets, and it's clear that he doesn't appreciate the privileges he's been handed. T.I. has always tried to show his son tough love, especially after King landed in prison 2 years ago. At that point, T.I. had enough and decided to wash his hands of King's antics, letting life teach him the lessons he needs to learn. Unfortunately, it might take something drastic for King to finally understand the weight of his actions.